Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Jackson now. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down, and then some.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
A Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
No, we changed it. Hey, report. Hey, nice shot.
To throw is Jackson.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off.
A solid stiff arm.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick-6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick-6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Shoves him away, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
The Panthers hit 6 and 5 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and 1st downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Down the numbers. There he goes. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run with Dobbins. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Cole Kmet from 8 yards out. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point put through by Succo. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be...
And this is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 61 yards.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They pitch it to Chubb. Trucks over him. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Nick Chubb, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year, as they have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He'll return it from the 6. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be out right at the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And Jackson throwing once more. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Jackson on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10.
Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They run again on 1st down. Chubb shreds him with a stiff arm. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Back to throw here. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep for Moore. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Back to throw now on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Lorenzo Carter. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Coup now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They begin this drive with Chubb. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Second down, here's Chubb again. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Second and 10 now. Third quarter from Charlotte. They run it again with Chubb. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Now a give left side for Chubb. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now Dobbins again on second down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things in this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So what a call there. They get 9 on the fake punt and a 1st down.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful. Throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.